entrepreneurs are just at the heartbeat of our economy, and our first guests are just ooze entrepreneurialism. John has been in business most of his adult life, and his daughter Chelsea has joined him. So let's welcome John and Chelsea Hose. Welcome to the Connect Show.
Thanks for having us, Judy.
Oh, well, I love business owners. I just first want to say thank you for just making a stand and starting a business and employing people and bringing us services. It's so great. Tell us a little bit, what is I2 Visual?
Well, I2 Visual is a electric sign manufacturer and contractor that specializes in digital signage and interactive digital technology, like touchscreen technology and things of that nature.
Okay. Now, John, you've been in this industry for many years. Give us a little background, if you would.
Well, I started a, I started a sign company in 1987 that I had until 2009, and I started going through a difficult time in my life, decided it would be best to sell it and focus on the things I needed to do to heal myself, essentially. And I sold the company in 2009, or 2010 actually, and then I started this new company in 2011 with a focus more on the up-and-coming technology, the things that are happening now, as opposed to the traditional signage that's been in place for the last 50 to 100 years.
So you decided to move with technology.
We're attempting to do that.
I think we have to keep moving, or
we're not
we
masters
miss
of
out.
it. It changes. You have to stay on top of it every day. Things, if you lose a week, it seems like you've gotten behind the curve. It's very difficult to stay on top of it.
Now, Chelsea, what made you decide to go help your dad in the business?
Well, I always grew up in the company my entire life. Since I was a little girl, I was putting stickers on the bottom of trophies and back of signs and stuff. And I've always done on and in jobs within the company, but I finally took a higher position. I actually moved back from Michigan, and he just wanted me to help him out with a trade show. And after the show, he's like, "You're made for this. You need to join." So I moved back down here, and I started working with the company. I just really would love to keep the family business within the family.
Oh, that is a blessing to have that family business. I'm having that blessed moment of working with both my son and daughter, so we could probably talk later.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing every day to get to work with my daughter. Every day we see each other every day. Sometimes the phone rings now and people don't ask for John or Chelsea. They say, "We need to talk to that father-daughter sales duo."
So you're getting a reputation out there, father-daughter sales duo. I love it. That's great. Now, what makes you unique in the industry, John?
Well, one thing that makes us unique is typically digital signage just broadcast an advertising message, and there's no interactivity involved with it. But with our software platform, we're able to add different levels of interactivity, and we can track traffic patterns, traffic flow. We can determine how long somebody stood in front of it. We can use cameras, and we can use...
That's kind of creepy.
Well, we have facial recognition that can determine whether it's a man or a woman and can broadcast an ad to cater to that. So it gets even a little bit creepier.
Wow. And so that's great data for marketing then.
Right, and we can integrate cameras and put photos of people into the message or into the advertising message. We do that at trade shows a lot, make a digital postcard. We have different levels of interactivity with touch screens and different things that you can trigger different events.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Just Big Brother's watching more and more. But what a benefit that is to businesses.
It's a good way to see how it's being utilized.
What have you found when you've come back from Michigan and jumped into this now new business?
It's definitely gone in a whole new wave of technology. Like you were saying, it's always updating and you have to keep right on. So every day I learn something new from him, and it's better than anything I could learn in school. It's just great learning from him every day, all the new technology.
That's great. Now, what type of markets do you serve?
When we started the business, because of the background and the past and the history that we had, our primary market was K through 12 education. So we really focused on that for the first year or two, and this year we've expanded that a little bit. We've gone more into banking and finance, hospitality and food service industries, and in August we're launching a brand new product specifically for the golf industry.
Oh, Okay, and that's a big industry here.
Definitely.
There's 18,000 golf courses in the United States, so
Wow. In your prior business, you worked within the state of Florida, but now you're serving a national audience. How is that? That must have some unique challenges.
for somebody who had been in business for 20 years, it did offer many unique challenges. Serving a national market, it's been challenging for us. We have to be concerned about transportation and shipping and getting crews to remote locations.
And when we spoke earlier, you had said you were kind of like the big dog of the market before. Now you're the small fish in a really national market.
Right, there's a lot. We're in a very competitive industry, and we are a relatively small company compared to some of our competitors. And so it's definitely been a challenge, but we enjoy it, and we've really marketed heavily on a national level by doing trade shows, which is what Chelsea really excels at.
And we have so many unique products. I think it really sets us apart from the other sign companies.
And let's talk about some of them. I think actually we have some photos on the screen to show. Talk about some of the unique products in the trade show experience. Oh, there's Miss Chelsea at the trade show. John, did you want to talk about some of the products?
Well, this is a trade show that we recently did in Philadelphia, and on the left is an interactive donor wall or recognition board, and on the right is a kiosk that displays some of the different applications that we can provide. It doesn't necessarily have to be in that format, but that's a container that shows off different things that we can do.
Now, what is that, an interactive donor wall? I don't.
Right. Everybody, I think, especially in the church or school or charitable fields, is familiar with the donor walls, and you basically put donors in different levels and different tiers on the wall. With ours, we've brought a level of interactivity to it, so it's not just a static thing on the wall. When you touch one of the plates, for example, a bio will come up on the person that donated that money, and it makes it just a more interesting experience.
It tells the story a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, that is unique. That's neat. And Chelsea, normally when I see you at the Christian Chamber, you're wearing that name
Yes.
tag that's just all glitz and blitz. It's fun. What is that?
It's an iBadge. It's a digital name tag. It's 4 gigabytes. It's just like a cell phone almost, but it's really light, 2.3 ounces, and it holds basically any information, plays little video clips or pictures, and it just slides through so you can put your name and then a little information about your company and pictures of what you sell. Or it's great for realtors, for teachers, for all kinds of different people in the industry.
And if I remember right, it was pretty affordable too. So
Yeah.
a nice little.
Yeah, it's $129 plus tax. I mean, it's really a great price for the product, and it has a warranty on it. And I mean, they last all day long. I wear mine for 8 hours a day, and it's still running by the end of the day.
That's good. Probably would interfere here. Now, where do you see the business going in the future?
Well, we're trying to, of course, build up our educational market further, especially now that we've been exposed nationally, and continue to do trade shows. We want to grow the business. I'd eventually like Chelsea to take over, of course.
My plan is for him to sit back and collect a check and learn everything I can and take over the business.
Yes, I like that.
Isn't that a great idea?
John's like, I'm ready for it.
I'm ready
now,
today.
You have an exciting opportunity coming up in the fall. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we recently were approached to appear on Fox Business Network on a TV show called Worldwide Business with Kathy Ireland.
Nice.
So we're supposed to fly to Los Angeles in, I believe, November to record it.
Oh, pretty cool. All right. Well, that's a great opportunity. Well, we just want to thank you both for coming out to the show, and thank you for all that you're doing in Southwest Florida. I love business owners. You have such a great impact on our economy in so many ways. So thank you, John, for all that you do. And Chelsea, thank you for getting ready to take over so Dad can retire. I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Judy. Thanks for having us on today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.